Well guys, we are back with carburetor for the Norman. So let's have a look, get this thing to bits. Roll the credits. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. Right, here we are with our carb. So let's get him to pieces. First thing I'm going to do is squirt a little bit of brake cleaner in that inlet. Phew. Just to give stuff a little time to have a little soak. Will these undo with a screwdriver, or is this a spanner job? Oh, this little linkage has just come off. Okay. No, they come undone with a screwdriver, look. You know, before I crack that right open, I'm going to blow that off. There's all leaves and crap in there. Let me get my super blow gun. And we'll get this blown off, I think. I normally blow engines fully off anyhow. There you go. There you go. That's blown any crap off that was in there. Where did this come from? Little brass bit just come out somewhere. Where did that come from? I have no clue. Hope we don't break any gasket going in there. Well, look at that. That is actually clean as a whistle. Well, seldom am I surprised. There's just a little bit of sediment in the bottom of this float bowl. And you can see our brake cleaner has made short work of removing that. It really has. Well, that's remarkably clean. Do our little check valve work? Yep. Push button? Yep. But where did that little brass, where did this little piece come from? What the devil is this here? And this was loose, and I haven't touched this. Is that a main jet in there? This was loose. Where did this little piece come from here? Oh dear. Well, the only hole in it was hole in this side. There's nothing there. Obviously come internally. And there's a hole up through here. So it can't have come out of this main tube through, because there's nothing for it to go in. I'm reckoning it. I don't know. Oh, that falls straight through there, look. Is that meant to be attached on the top there, by any chance? Can you see that? Do you reckon this should be attached on the top here? I have no clue. Right, we need to get a spanner and get that jet out of there and check that. And make sure that's all alright. Alright, let's have a look. See what size spanner this is. I'm trying my Whitworth spanners here. That's coming. Right, I'm just going to do the old blow through with an airline jobby. Whoa, what shot at the end there? Just an emulsion tube, look. There was an emulsion tube just shot out the end there. Oh, that's clear. Yeah, you can see it coming right through. That's clear. And that one's most certainly clear. Phew. That still don't explain where this little brass piece here come from. That obviously sits in there, look. Let's just get a little brass brush and just tidy them threads up. Give that a little blow. What are we like in here? Let's just give this a blow through. That's absolutely fine. So I think our jets are okay. Now this Whitworth spanner here, which is 5/16 is too big, and my next size down is 1/4, which is too small. So let's try and find the exact size of these. Some obscure size, guys. Right, the closest one to it is a 15mm. There we go. So it weren't that sort of tight, so we're not going to over tighten it, but that was loose, that. So yeah, we've done something by going in here. Our float bowl, well, hasn't got anything in it. Looking at how them jets were and how clean this bowl was, I don't think there's going to be any more issues there. Apart from where this little damn bit come from. I mean, what is this little bit? Just a little bit of brass. I mean, there's no jet in it, it's just a hole right through it, so I don't know. It appears to have fell out of this damned engine, so I'm just glad we didn't run it and that got sucked in. So I think what we're going to do is leave the damn thing out. There's no gasket on there. Alright, okay. There's another little jet here, look. So we're going to leave that out for the minute, that piece, because I can't see what good it would do. Let's take this little jet out. Give it a little blow through. And see if we can see through it. And we can see through that perfectly. Yeah, we can see through that perfectly. Back in he goes. I have a sneaky feeling this engine was a runner when it was stood up, so we're probably only doing a bit of recommissioning here anyhow. If it sat out in a hedge 30 years, I'd have probably gone a bit deeper into this, but I think that's going to be alright. Right, let's get our bolts in. And you guys are going to be screaming frantically that I've left this piece out. and where it's supposed to go. Well, when it came out, the carb was in this state, so let's see if we can fathom anywhere where it should go. Or did it not come out of this engine? Had at some point it dropped down the air cleaner? Is it another piece that had just dropped down the air cleaner at some point and was sitting in there like so, and when we took it off, that just fell out? Did it not belong to this carb? Who knows? But I can't see where it can go, where it's going to do anything. Look what I've done. This ain't got to go up in here. Look what I've done. Now, a clever person would edit that out. Yeah, but now, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to leave it in so you can see how easy it is. Alright, is there any evidence of that going in there? There isn't, is there? Nope. Right, take two. Put the top back on the carb. We'll pretend we didn't put it back on the wrong way, won't we? We will pretend we didn't put it back on the wrong way. We'll just nip these up with a spanner a little. There we go. See, the only place I can think of is that cap sits on top there, but it can't because it's not holding on to nothing. There's nothing holding it. So I'm thinking, you know, at some point that just dropped in, and that's nothing to do with this carb. I will keep it. There you go. That's up on the shelf just in case. But I think for now this carb our throttle's working nice and clean. There's another little jet in the end there. Look, when you're on that throttle plate. There we go. I think we're going to put this back on and see how we get on. Yeah, let's get this back on the engine. Right, we are back with our engine. I hadn't forgotten to clean up this primer tap, so that's all been blown through and oiled, so that's all nice and clean. So now we can put the primer tap back on. He's on. Put our gasket on. That's on there. Tiny bit of oil on them threads so I can thread that bolt back on. I just want about to thread that nut back on. You know what I mean? Clip our little thing back on. That just holds in there. Hopefully that will hold on. I can't see what holds it, but there you go. That come off this way, didn't it? So we can get, there you go, that's our carb back on. And that lever comes around and goes through there, doesn't it? That's it. Tell you what, we'll do that right now while we've still got some movement in the carb. We'll just put this arm back through here. Is he going through all right? Yeah, there he is, look. There you go. This is probably an idle screw or something. I know it wasn't in there particularly far. I'm just going to put it flush with the end. There you go. Right, now we can be concentrating our efforts on getting our bolts back in. especially this little awkward one in the back here, which I was struggling. Let me faff with getting that little one in that side. That could take a while. Right, we've got that one on that side. Let's just get the easier one on this side. Well, that other one took some fiddling to get in. Because you can't grab the nut, the nut, sorry, with one finger on it, well, two fingers on the other side. You've got to sort of go a finger off each hand, which makes it a little bit more awkward. But there we go, our carb is in. If you're wondering what that little white bit is on the bottom there, that isn't sort of any sort of corrosion, it's just a bit of crusty alloy. I did sort of scrub that up with a nylon brush, so there's nothing loose on there, guys, before you start giving me a hard time. You can't give me a hard time because I bought a rubber hammer, look. How's that? I have actually bought a rubber hammer. That one's going on there nicely. And this one's gone on there nicely as well. Excellent. Let's put our air cleaner back on. We have a little gasket there with that little hole for that airway, whatever this airway is for. It's probably, obviously going to be this airway here, isn't it? So let's put E back together. Yep, that little that little airway is clear. Yep, that little airway is clear. So let's get E back on. We'll just start this top screw. That's started. Now we'll go in here and get this bottom one. I think, yeah, that one's gone in as well. There you go, that's nipped. And that's nipped. There we go. Right, I think we can call this video a day. Yep, I think we're going to call this one a day, and then the next time we'll have a look at the fuel tank, run some fresh fuel through here, connect it back up to the engine, and I think we'll go for a start, won't we? We will. Oh, let me move this slightly one side. I just want to check the oil again. So you guys haven't seen that, have you? There we go. Right, we've wiped the stick. It's a really pronounced notch in there for minimum and maximum. Do you check that screwed in or screwed out? Let's go in with it. Yeah, we're right on the top. You know, that oil actually looks very clean. That'll definitely do us a good few runs because that oil looks very, very clean indeed. Feels good as well, and it looks clean in that sump. It don't look all cruddy. Because I say, knowing this engine come from inside, I have a sneaky feeling she is a runner. Right, that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Loving this thing. And we will see you guys next time when we can get the carb filled with fuel, see if she leaks, clean that tank a bit, and we'll go from there. Right, but from now, that's it. With our little Norman T300. Bye-bye for now. Ha! Norman T300.